In which year did the United Nations officially come into existence? 1942, 1945, 1948. 1945. Who was the British Prime Minister during World War II? Winston Churchill, Neville Chamberlain, Margaret Thatcher. Winston Churchill. What event marked the beginning of the Great Depression? Stock market crash of 1929, Dust Bowl, Wall Street bombing. Stock market crash of 1929. Which country hosted the first FIFA World Cup in 1930? Brazil, Uruguay, Italy. Uruguay. Who was the first president of the People's Republic of China? Mao Zedong, Sun Yat-sen, Chiang Kai-shek. Mao Zedong. When did the first modern Olympic Games take place? 1900, 1896, 1904. 1896. What treaty ended World War I? Treaty of Versailles, Treaty of Paris, Treaty of London. Treaty of Versailles. Which year saw the launch of the first artificial satellite, Sputnik 1? 1957, 1961, 1959. 1957. Who was the leader of the Soviet Union during the Cuban Missile Crisis? Nikita Khrushchev, Joseph Stalin, Leonid Brezhnev. Nikita Khrushchev. Which event led to the United States entering World War II? Attack on Pearl Harbor, sinking of the Lusitania, bombing of Hiroshima. Attack on Pearl Harbor. When did apartheid officially end in South Africa? 1991, 1994, 1990. 1994. Who invented the first working television? John Logie Baird, Philo Farnsworth, Nikola Tesla. John Logie Baird. In which year was the World Health Organization, WHO, established? 1948, 1951, 1945. 1948. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? Margaret Thatcher, Theresa May, Angela Merkel. Margaret Thatcher. Which country was invaded, starting the Gulf War in 1990? Kuwait, Iraq, Saudi Arabia. Kuwait. Who was the first man to reach the South Pole? Roald Amundsen, Robert Falcon Scott, Ernest Shackleton. Roald Amundsen. In which year did the Chernobyl disaster occur? 1986, 1984, 1989. 1986. Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? Amelia Earhart, Bessie Coleman, Harriet Quimby. Amelia Earhart. What was the first man-made satellite to orbit Earth? Sputnik 1, Explorer 1, Vanguard 1. Sputnik 1. Who led the Indian independence movement and advocated for nonviolence? Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhas Chandra Bose. Mahatma Gandhi. When did the Korean War begin? 1950, 1948, 1952. 1950. Which city was the first to be targeted by an atomic bomb? Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Tokyo. Hiroshima. Who was the founder of modern Turkey? Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, Süleyman Demirel, Turgut Özal. Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. In which year was apartheid officially implemented in South Africa? 1948, 1950, 1960. 1948. Who was the first African-American woman elected to the U.S. Congress? Shirley Chisholm, Kamala Harris, Condoleezza Rice. Shirley Chisholm. What was the name of the first space shuttle to be launched? Columbia, Challenger, Discovery. Columbia. In which year did the Titanic sink? 1912, 1910, 1908. 1912. Who discovered penicillin? Alexander Fleming, Louis Pasteur, Robert Koch. Alexander Fleming. When did the Berlin Wall fall? 1989, 1991, 1987. 1989. What event marked the beginning of World War II? Invasion of Poland, bombing of Pearl Harbor, assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. Invasion of Poland.